a button. I have this little teeny tiny button here. Let's get nice and close. Sewing a button. And this is what it looks like inside. Here's the back. Okay. So it came off of this little tiny sweater here. Okay. You can see there's two right here and this one just fell off. So I've just taken this off completely. It was hanging by a thread. And you're going to make sure that you have a needle that can fit through the back here. Okay, so this one's quite small. You also need to make sure that the eye of the needle, I'll show you a small one versus a large one. Okay, if I hold this here, you can see how big this one is. And you can see how small, no, you can't even see it, it's too small. Anyways, so I've already got this pre-threaded. I am using embroidery floss because I feel that it is better for children's outfits. I just feel that it's stronger. I can use 3 of the pieces here. It comes in a set of 6. Each one of these long strands is 6 threads. So I cut off a chunk and divide it. So there's 3 threads here and 3 threads here. I've just put this one onto the needle here. And I just feel that it holds a little bit better for kids' outfits versus the thread, which is quite thin. So I just really enjoy that one better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to place it through this hole right here in the back of the button. Okay, I'm going to draw it out a little bit and I'm going to knot it because really that's the best way to go about it. So I'm just going to knot it. Once. Knot again. Twice. There we go, and you can knot it a 3rd time if you want to. This one is just on a little dainty little sweater, so I don't feel that it's really necessary. Okay, so now this is what you have. You've got your button, teeny tiny button. Okay, it's tied on, and you've got your needle with your thread, whether it's embroidery thread or just basic thread, okay? So you're going to go through this a few times. So usually I will go 1, don't pull too tight, 2, and then on the 3rd one, so put it in, okay, so now you have this loop forming, okay, I'm in behind this loop, so watch, I'm going to go forward, I'm going to come in through the back just to kind of make a little knot, pull it, okay, so because I started under, now I'm going to go over and down. And there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Okay, again on the 3rd one, there's the loop forming. I'm going to take my needle, okay, and I'm going to place it through this hole right here, and I'm going to pull it. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear Bluey in the background. Okay, so now what that gives us is a really good knot, basically, at the back here, okay? And that's just going to hold our button in place, okay? Now before I do anything else, I've got the sweater laying face down here, okay? And I'm going to just see where the buttonholes line up, okay? Let's see if we can get this here. 1 button matches here. Let's see if I should do them up. Maybe that would be better. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Okay, and we can see that there is a hole right here, a buttonhole right here. And I'm going to try to get it to match up to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of take my button and I'm going to just lay it down on top. Okay, obviously I have to make sure the cats are the right way. So I'm going to just kind of lay it down on top so you have a good idea of where it should go. Okay, so I have a good idea of where it's going to go, and I'm going to place my first stitch right in here. Okay, so this is with one stitch in. I have sewn this on. Oh, there we go, I've sewn this on. It looks like it's going to match up right here. Okay, I'm quite happy with the placement. I've just sewn it through, so that brings it through to this side here. Okay, I'm going to push it back through. Okay, so I'm bringing this back through. Okay, now if you really know what you're doing, go ahead and aim for the button. I generally don't half the time. Okay, so I'm going to pull it here. All right, I'm happy with the placement again. I'm going to sew in through the button. Okay, give it a nice little tug. Okay, now that's one stitch. Am I happy with this placement? Is it matched up? Yes, it is. I'm quite happy with where it's placed. So I'm going to hold this and I'm going to do a good few stitches. Okay, so I'm at the top here. Okay, I'm going to go down into the garment. Okay, and back out of the garment again, catching the button if you are perfectly able to do it. This one, this got a big enough buttonhole, I'm able to do that. Back in again. And just keeping your threads and your button in place. Okay, in. Oh, I missed the button that time. Okay, here we go. We'll go into here. That's 3. There's no rhyme or reason, however many we do. Because we have such a good knot on the button, we don't need to always catch it going all the way through. You do, however, have to have the thread holding onto the garment as well. Okay, oh, I caught it that time. And in, back down. Okay. So if you feel like you're at the point where it should be stable, go ahead and give it a little tug. Okay, so this is what we've sewn on. Okay, I'm giving it a little tug. It's even holding the sweater. Little cardi, I'm absolutely fine with that. Okay, so I'm at the back here. Threads here. Okay, so you're gonna try to knot this. So you're gonna go in through your big pile of threads. Okay, so it's in. You're gonna pull this just slightly. Okay, so we have another loop forming. Oh, it twisted just for the fun of it. There we go, got a little loop forming. You're gonna put your needle in through that loop. So you're just tying it off. So see, I'm tying this off here. Okay, and you always do 2 or 3, never just 1. Always tie it off 2 or 3 times. Okay, so I went back in through that other pile of knots. Got a teeny tiny knot here, or a hole, sorry. Putting my needle through there. And I'm pulling this nice and tight here, okay? So, everything is holding. Okay, I'm going to take my scissors here. Cutest scissors ever. I think every grandma had one. There you go, so we're just gonna cut it off, leaving a tiny tail. Okay, so that's my needle gone. And then we're just gonna take this extra little bit of material, extra bit of thread that I had here. Just snip that off. Okay. And the big test, does it fit through the buttonhole? Yes, it does. Fits through the neck hole. So there you are. All right, now you know how to sew a button back on.